Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth coming at you guys with another Smooth YouTube video. In today's video, I want to go over the free-to-play characters that you can get in Dokkan Battle on your journey. If you're new to the game, this is definitely a great video for you. If you are an intermediate or a long-standing player, you should already have these characters, but I know some of you guys either do not grind the characters for free-to-plays, or you might have some world tournament characters in your box you probably do not know about or forgot about. All characters in Dokkan Battle do have their usefulness. Yes, there are some trash units, but there are some units that are a tier above or even on the same comparison as those that you can summon for. Case in point, the first character on the list that you can grind. So I'm going to be splitting all of this up from characters that you can story grind, world tournament characters, battlefield characters, and barbershop characters, there's not any good barbershop characters, but technically battlefield characters are in the barbershop. So let's go ahead and talk about Nova Shinron, one of the craziest free-to-play LRs we've seen in a very long time. This guy is just absolutely incredible. Like I haven't really done like a proper showcase for this guy, but I do have a YouTube clip of him basically disintegrating and doing ridiculous damage. Of course, next to LR Omega Shenron of all characters, but let me find the clip just so I can show you guys how crazy he is. All right, so if you go to my YouTube short section, is this guy right here. 42 million, chat. 42 million right there. That's incredible. And then he does the crits. He does have built-in additionals, but as you can see, he's doing normals instead of actually doing what he needs to do. And he's tanking pretty good. I forgot what fight this was. But obviously, if he's with LR Mega Shenron, he looks way better than what his kit says he is. But I just want to point your attention to a free-to-play character having a guaranteed 4-turn nullification, chat. I cannot stress this enough. I've been saying this since this guy came out. He has a guaranteed nullification. Guaranteed. You cannot check him. It's guaranteed, bro. Like, you cannot check him outside of this. And while we're talking about him, I just want to pull up another character that has a nullification in his kit. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Where is his? See, look at this. This guy has a great chance of nullifying and countering if it's a Ki Blast. Or he just straight up nullifies it and counters when HP is 70% or less. Nova Shinron just says, if it's a Ki Blast Super, get this crap out of here. And then he has a 70% chance every single turn that he's available to nullify a Ki Blast Super. Now, obviously, Chad, every single character in this game does not have a Ki Blast nullification, but most of them that hit ridiculously hard do. So that's LR Nova Shinron. Grind them up. It's not that hard to do. Next up, Zamasu Goku, a very uniquely named character. There is only one, and it is him. My boy, from base, this is what he looked like. From his Easy A, it was just trash. Now we're on the Super Easy A, where he did get a lot of stuff in his kit. So this guy has second defense 159%. He changed his key spheres. He launched an additional attack that has a 50% chance to become a super attack. He debuffs all super class enemies by 30%. And then he buffs extreme class allies attacking defense 40%. For 4 turns, he has 20% damage reduction when there's a future saga category enemy, or when all allies are in the same turn or extreme class, he gets Ki +3, chance of performing a crit and damage reduction of 40%. So now we are at 60% for at least the first 4 turns. And he launches a guaranteed super attack. For every attack he receives, he builds up Ki. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, he gets attacking defense 159%. When he attacks with 18 or more Ki, he gets another 159% defense. When the target is debuffed attack or defense, he gets an extra attack 159. He performs a guaranteed crit, and he has this stupid skill of, after delivering a final blow, attack, defense, and a chance of evading enemies attack 59%. So if you have a multiple turn fight, you could probably save the final blow for that to carry over to the next time he comes up. Then obviously on his super attack, he only lowers attack and defense, which does suck because super easy A's do not buff this. But on his 18 key, he has attack and defense for 1 turn that gets increased. Very good character. He does take a long time to build up, but in his super easy A stage, you can use almost virtually all the strongest characters to get that knocked out. So that is a very vastly good improvement. Next up, this little guy came out not too long ago. He came out June 24th, Chaozu, which I totally forgot about it because he came out during the Tao celebration, and I think I was doing other stuff around this important time. So at some point, I will grind him up and get him ready. But if it's extreme class ally on the team, he gets attack and defense 30%. Wait, is it extreme type? Oh yeah, this is an extreme Chaozu. Yeah. Yeah, wait, does he help Tao? He is not on mission execution, but it is funny that this is our first extreme Tao. For those who don't know, kids, Chaozu and Tien were quote-unquote evil villains to Goku. Just, you know, let you guys know. Attack and defense 30%, chance of evading enemies attack 7% up to 35%. With the guaranteed 5 dodge he gets no matter what. Per Dragon Ball Saga or Earthlings category ally on the team, depending on which category has more members. Attack and defense 30%, chance of evading up to 7% up to 35%, so that can be 70% if you hit all the criteria, plus the extra 5 in the hit potential system. When there's another Dragon Ball Saga or the Earthlings category ally attacking the same turn, he randomly changes key spheres of his turn, type 2 rainbow key spheres. Crazy. And then he has attack and defense 100%, damage reduction of 40% when attacking. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets attack and defense 100%. Starting from the 5th turn, he guaranteed stuns all enemies 1 time. That's what this means. 1 time he has a guaranteed stun. That's so freaking crazy for a free-to-play character. Next up, Goten Kid and Icarus Jr. Now, this character came out during Halloween. Yes, he came out during Halloween. Very simple, straight to the point. He greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, greatly lowers defense. He has key +1, attack and defense 200%. He has a 50% chance of getting key +1 and additional attack plus 200%. He can launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming super attack. He recovers HP 7%. Then he has a 50% chance to recover 7% HP. Then he recovers HP with sweet treats. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets attack and defense 150%. When there's another bond of friendship category ally attacking the same turn, he gets key +2, gets 35% damage reduction, and he gives all allies 35% defense for 2 turns. I just want to point out that this bad boy is on Youth and Hybrid Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, and Gifted Warriors. Do I need to point out how broken bond of friendship is? Because the LR you need to run with is right here. Goten and Trunks is right here. And I'm just going to stop right there just to let you guys know how crazy that free-to-play character is. Speaking of another crazy free-to-play character, this Super Saiyan Goku has been one of my all-time favorites because he recovers HP. Like, not too many super class characters have this. So if any character has recovers HP and is a super class character, you might want to hurry up and grab that. So all allies get key +1 for 4 turns. He recovers 10 HP at the end of the character's attacking turn for 4 turns. He gets attack and defense 159%. Every bond and parent and child category ally gets key +2, attack and defense 30%. Let me remind you that Vegeta and Trunks did get an easy A. When attacking with 12 or more key, gets attack and defense 100%. When HP is 90% or less, he recovers 10% HP. When HP is 60% or less, he guards all attacks. When HP is 30% or less, he recovers 15% HP. Launches in a guaranteed super attack. When there is another Goku's family category ally attacking the same turn, he gets 30% damage reduction when guard is activated. Then he gets attack 59% when attacking with 12 or more key. Then, of course, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Guess what? He recovers 10% HP. Bro. He is an HP battery. Full dodge. And additional. And, of course, we gotta add the craziness of this Bio Broly. He is stupid. Okay? He's stupid. Like, the aura effect is pretty cool. But he is stupid, bro. He gets Ki plus 8. Nia, mind you, he is still a Super Saiyan. So he has Super Saiyan, Saiyan lineage, and shattering the limit. But Saiyan lineage. Hold up, Max Links. Ki plus 2. Ki plus 2. And that's it. Oh wait, no, Revival has Ki plus 2, but shattering the limit and Saiyan lineage. But he has 8 Ki built in no matter what. He has attack and defense and 2. Attack and defense 102%. He has 60% damage reduction. Standard. But this is stupid right here. For every 2 turns pass, he gets Ki taken back, and he gets damage reduction taken back as well. When you face only one enemy, he gets 30% damage reduction. When facing 2 or more enemies, he performs a guaranteed crit. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, he gets attacking defense 180%. Starting from the character's next attacking turn, after he receives an attack, he recovers 10% HP at the start of the turn. That's infinitely. Then it gets attack 100% infinitely. Starting from the 10th turn, he gets 40% damage reduction and gets attack and defense 100%. And he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, and he lowers attack. So, very good character. Obviously, there is one team you should run him on, just one, and that is uncontrollable power. Uncontrollable power right there. So, yeah, very good character. All right, now let's move on to the Prime Battle section. Okay, Prime Battle LRs. Now, I want to preference this before I even get into this amazing Super Easy A that we've received. STR Frieza, whenever he gets his Super Easy A, is going to be one of the most broken characters ever. So, and guess what? That guy probably right now, probably even on LR or Mega, I have to try this out, but Prime Battle LR Easy A, Prime Battle Frieza is so crazy. But whenever he gets his Super Easy A, it'll be amazing. All right, moving on. This Goku, he came out. The Super Easy A came out October of last year, right before craziness happened. So he was the first LR to ever come out. And I think he was also the first LR to receive their Super Easy A as well. So this guy is pretty crazy and pretty nutty. And guess what? They removed all of the shenanigans. You don't have to grind the entire game to Easy A this guy. They revamped his entire section. I think they improved the drop rate, and now you can just grind him up all the way. Let me just double check real quick. Let's go to events. I don't think there's a Prime Battle thing, so would it be? It's on an Awakening now. By the way, this website is called Dokkan Info. Somebody asked me about that in a video one time before. Okay, so this is the new Transcendent Warrior event that is available every Tuesday. I think, yeah, the missions are also here, so you don't have to grind up too much. These are the Easy A medals. So that's 12. So that's 22 medals that you can get from here. Do it with at least 3 Vegeta's family category allies. There goes 3 Gokus and then 6 Super Saiyans. Keep in mind that you have to have free-to-play characters only to touch this event. It is locked to free-to-play characters only. Don't ask me why. It just is. I do want to look at, is it stage 3 that you can get drops? Wait, this probably doesn't even show me the drop rate, does it? It is not. Okay, so this is the new Easy A stage, and then 5 is a Super Easy A right there. But it's so much easier to get this guy. But attacking defense 159%. All allies gets Ki plus 3. Super class allies get attacking defense 30%. As the first attacker in a turn, gets Ki plus 3, defense 159%, and a 70% chance to guard. Very dumb ability. As the second or third attacker in a turn, he gets Ki plus 3, attack 159%, and then he has a 70% chance of launching an additional super attack. When attacking with 18 or more Ki, he gets attacking defense 159%. When attacking a super class enemy, Attacks are effective against all types, and then when he attacks an extreme class enemy, it performs a guaranteed crit. I can imagine that Frieza's going to have something very similar to this, because this Goku and the other Prime Battle Frieza kind of mirror each other. So I can only imagine how crazy Frieza's kit is going to be. On his 12 key super, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. On his 18 key, he causes mega colossal damage. He raises allies' attack by 30%. And he has a chance to crit by 10% for 1 turn, which is like the Spirit Bomb thing that he does. Now, he did get a new category with Earth Protecting Heroes. Don't know, it's very odd because this Super Saiyan Goku is literally Namek and the Buu Saga. It's very weird, very odd, I would say. Very odd of the combo card that they did with this guy. But as you can see, Earth Protecting Heroes and Pure Saiyan, so you can already tell which... Wait, we can just pull up his teams. Wait, this is not the website. Let me double back. Can I... Yep, we can go through it this way. His 200% leader skill. Sorry for my super duper humongous zoom in. He's on a lot of teams. 2 year 10s. He's on LR10's team. He's on Family Kamehameha. He's on 200% Super Saiyans. Roshi. This new kid Goku. Vegeta's team is still crazy. This Final Trump card. Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fresh Goku. I mean, he has a lot of uses. A lot of uses. All right, moving on. Bio Broly. Still crazy. Still ridiculous. There's not really too much more I can say about this guy. He's been incredible since he came out. But he is only really, honestly, functional only on uncontrollable power. That is his only purpose. So outside of that, he is, a dud. You can't pass on him. Like if you don't have, in Super Saiyan Broly, like the Dokkan Fest LR, you can pass on him because you really need that card in particular to make this guy, worth something. So if you don't have him, you can skip him, but he is a very incredible broken card. Very incredible. Like he recovers 26% HP right there. He has a bunch of damage reduction. Now him and the other tech TUR have the same exact nonsense with losing damage reduction, but he doesn't go past 30%. So you could load this. He does have exclusive equips also. So you could load this bad boy up with a whole bunch of defensive equips and dodge, and he can just do his job, which is tanking and healing. That's his only case uses. LR, Babidi, and Majin Buu, good. They can. This Easy A came out last May during the Golden Week celebration. Very good, Easy A. Key plus 5, taking defense 150, launch an additional attack that has a high chance to come a super attack. 50% chance to evade enemies' attack. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets attacking defense 50%. When the target enemy is in attack down, defense down, stunned, or sealed, he gets key plus 3, attacking defense 50%, launch an additional guaranteed super. After evading and attacking, gets key plus 3 for 4 turns. All enemies get attacking defense 20% debuff for 4 turns. After receiving an attack, he recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn. I'm assuming this is every single turn. 18 key is greatly raised attacking defense for 1 turn with a 70% chance, no, 50% chance of sealing and a 50% chance of stun. Raising attacking defense for 1 turn on the 12 key with a 50% chance of sealing and then another 50% chance of stunning. So Super Battle Road, in any hard stage that allows either stunning or sealing, this guy, well, these guys are just incredible. Obviously, these are the great linking partners. I would add this Babidi to the list of good free-to-play characters, but he's not on that same tier as all the characters that I'm naming currently, and he's almost 2 years old. Majin Buu Saga, Demonic Power, Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, and Worldwide Chaos. Word on the block is that Terrifying Conquerors might make a comeback very soon, so keep your eyes on that. Last two, LRTN is very he's good trash. Let's say that. I don't know how else to like really comment on this Prime Battle LR, he's like very good trash, I would say. He gets attack and defense, you know, 100. And the only reason why he did not get a good easy A is because not only did they Prime Battle easy A this guy, but they also released, you know, a summonable yellow coin TN as well. So that's why he didn't really go too crazy with him, but he is a free-to-play LR that got an easy A, so just scoop him up. I really don't want to explain anything about him. He sucks, but he's very usable. And he just came out June during the tile celebration. So any character that came out relatively, you know, like recently, you got to go get him, because this is a tier list for like this ain't really a tier list, but this is like the best free-to-play characters you can get right now that will serve you right now and good for your account. Next up, oh, that is it. Okay, so now we're gonna move over to World Tournament. All right, World Tournament characters. Let's start off with my most favorite World Tournament character to ever existed, Mr. freaking Boo. This guy's easy A is so crazy, bro, because he creates rainbow key spheres, right? And he needs rainbow key spheres. And he recovers 30,000 HP for every single rainbow key sphere that he gets. Not only does he do this, but he also has 50% damage reduction every time he collects 2 or more rainbow key spheres. And then for every additional rainbow key sphere that you get, he gets 10% HP per rainbow key sphere obtained, starting from the 3rd key sphere. Guess what else he does? He greatly raises defense for 1 turn and lowers attack. So he's very useful across a lot of events. I don't know if he'll be useful now in, like, you know, the year 10 content. I don't know. Year 9 is what he came out for, and he was very dominant, especially when we got the major Majin power buffs. So if you see him, if you got him, get him built up, give him defense. This guy's crazy. I've shown off a lot how tanky this boy is. Grandpa Gohan, one of the LRs from World Tournament as a gift. If you have him, very good. I don't know what makes this cat so good. It might just be this greatly raised defense, and then he raises his defense again here. Then he has this, then he has that. Then he has some other things among other things. But he's just a very good character all the way around. Plus, if you have Turtle School or Kamehameha category allies taking the same turn, he does have Key +2 right there. Then if there's a Goku around, gets Key +2, and he has an additional super attack as well. Moving on, I want to do this. Next up, funny enough, is another Grandpa Gohan. So this guy, he debuffs right here. He has a 50% chance to dodge. When there's another ally or enemy whose name includes Goku Youth, he gets Key +3, attack and defense 150%. For 1 turn from the character's entry turn, he has 50% chance to dodge. Per Dragon Ball category ally attacking the same turn, he has a 5% chance to dodge. After evading 5 or more attacks in battle, he has a chance to keep evading. After he does 8 dodges, he has 8% chance to dodge. And after an attacking defense 150%, high chance to perform a critical hit. Think of this guy as like a very watered down, great value Dollar General version of UI Goku with 1,000 extra steps. Next up, Future Super Saiyan Gohan. This guy is now better than the Dokkan Fest that Easy had a couple years ago. He got attack and defense 200%. He gets attack and defense 120% with 12 or more key. When there is a Future Saga or Androids category enemy, Key +2 attack and defense 120%, and then he has a 70% chance to stun. When there's another Future Saga category ally on the team, which Future Saga right now is in a much better place than it has ever been. Key +2, a chance of performing a critical hit and damage reduction of 30%, attack 120, and then when attacking with 12 or more key, he's a TUR. Like, what do you mean, or more key? When there is another ally whose name includes Trunks on the team, Key +2, chance to form a critical hit, damage reduction of 30%, that is 60% damage reduction, defense 120% when attacking with 12 or more key. Guess what? Vegeta and Trunks Easy 8. So that fulfills the condition. Greatly raises attack and greatly raises defense. Wait, he greatly stacks attack and then he greatly raises defense for 1 turn. That is insane, bro. Next up, one of my personal favorites, which is back-to-back Gohans. This one is, and he's an Android Cell Saga buff and also a buff to Bond of Master. Wait, no, he gets buffed on Bond of Master and Disciple, but he is an Android Cell Saga category allies buff. He gives all allies key +2 attacking defense 30%, and then if you're a superclass ally, you get additional attacking defense 3%. Very petty and childish, but yeah, sure, 3% right there, right? Attacking defense 100%, chance to do a critical hit 58%, which 58 is for Gohan, 59 is Goku, 58 is Gohan. When facing 3 or more enemies, he seals the super attack character for 2 turns, and he guards all attacks if he's on the right thing. Now this, or if he's on the right category, well, the right category is with him. This is the crazy part. He raises attack and defense 50% for 6 turns. 50% for 6 turns, chat. Ridiculous shenanigans. All right, next up, the other Super Saiyan Gohan. Now he was very OP and crazy when he first came out. He is no longer that, but he does stack attack and defense 30%. I think it's 30%. I think it's 30. Hold up, let me go to the OG wiki, because they usually have, you know, this is one thing I wish all these other wiki pages would actually do better at, and actually show like more information. Like, you already have access to data, just show us, you know, the correct data. Okay, let's go down to TURs, AGL. Here he is. Easy Aid, and it is a 20% chance. Well, 20% stack. So he raised attack and defense 20%. So it's not 30%, so it stacks up pretty slowly. But he does buff superclass allies, which is very good. He has a 40% chance to dodge when there are Super Saiyans or movie hero category allies attacking with him. After evading an attack, he gets attack and defense 80% for 5 turns. When all allies are superclass characters, they get an additional superclass key +1 and attack and defense 10%. Then, of course, next up, we have Universe 6 girls. Yes, both of them have incredible EZAs in this game now. Well, awakenings. Yeah, they recently awakened last summer, so you can already tell that their EZA is going to be freaking crazy. So they get attack and defense 160%. Universe 6 category allies key +1, attack and defense 40% and crazy. And then Pure Saiyans category allies get attack and defense 20%. So you can pair this up with the Carnival LR Super Saiyan killing Caulifla, which will make them even more busted than they already are. When there is another ally whose names includes Caulifla attacking at the same time, which is so easy on their team. Defense 160%, a 70% chance to guard all attacks. Launch an additional super attack, and then when attacking with 12 or more key, attacking defense 60%, and then after performing 6 or more attacks, not super attacks, attacks in battle, launches an additional attack that has a high chance to come with super attack, and she also stacks defense 20% and lowers defense. Caulifla. Attacking defense 100%, then per Universe 6 category ally on the team, attacking defense 20%. She gets a chance to crit. And there's another ally who includes Kale. She gets attack 160%. Great chance of evading enemies' attack and then launch an additional super attack guaranteed. For every attack evaded, she gets attacking defense 20% of the 60 after performing 6 attacks in battle. Launch an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack. Next up, Texel. Very good, very crazy, very situational, but still another great character. I will leave this right here for you guys to read, but if he's on artificial life forms or tournament participants, he kind of buffs them, and he doesn't really. He can work on STR sales team as well. Just keep that in mind. High School Gohan has been a crowd favorite. He did get a lackluster Easy A, not exactly what we thought we were going to get, because they have 58% damage reduction. Superclass allies get buffed. He just didn't get enough, so we're kind of sad about that. But he's still very useful. LR Tao, Mercenary Tao, who did get an Easy A for World Tournament. He does have a bunch of attacking stuff. He does get damage reduction. It sucks that he does not link very well with the Dokkan Fest. But if you get this Cyborg Tao that is also available in World Tournament, he does link up very well with him. They're on 6 teams with 6 out of 7 links together. So keep that in mind also. We hit the EX part of this entire video. Never forget one of the most craziest, most dominant LRs to ever be free to play, to ever drop in this game. I'm talking about Super Saiyan Bardock, bro. He came right after the 10th year anniversary, and boy, did he not disappoint. If you activate his entrance animation, he launches an additional super attack, and he guards all attacks for 4 turns. Then he has Ki +5 attack and defense 150%. Has a high chance of performing a critical hit. Superclass allies get Ki +1 attack and defense 25%. Time travelers get an extra Ki and then attack and defense 25%. So if you're a superclass ally and you're on time travelers, that is 2 Ki attack and defense 50%, dog. And if there is a Wicked Bloodline or transformation boost type enemy, he gets attack 120% and then 30% damage reduction. When there is another superclass ally attacking the same turn, he launches an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super attack. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, attack and defense 100%. When HP is 60% or less, attack 60%. He performs a critical hit, and then he has a built-in scouter that he can use one time, which makes sense because all the Saiyans pre-Goku and Vegeta definitely had scouters. Well, up to the Cell Saga, and that was it. And then Pandemic, Vegeta found another scouter. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about. So he has an active skill. Yeah. So when his conditions are met, HP 60% or less, start from the 5th turn, causes ultimate damage to the enemy, defense 318% for 1 turn, which is crazy. Guess what? 18 Ki. He greatly stacks defense, bro. Are you kidding me? He greatly stacks defense, and then he greatly raises attack for 1 turn. And then he stacks attack and then greatly raises defense for 1 turn. So his defense for Festival of Battles is, you know, pretty reasonable, pretty good. That's pretty much where he is primarily located at. But you know, this is probably the strongest Bardock character we'll probably ever get, which is so crazy to me. Next up on the list, we have Frieza exchange into final form Cooler. Ki +2 attack and defense 150%. Every turn that passes, he gets attack 25% up to 100. When HP is 50% or more, damage reduction rate of 20%. When HP is 80% or less, he gets attack 50% and then medium chance of forming critical hit. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, attack and defense 150%. 100 attack and defense 100%. 20% damage reduction when there's another Wicked Bloodline category ally attacking in the same turn. When all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class characters, Ki +2 and a chance to perform a critical hit 50%. And he greatly stacks attack, greatly raises defense for 1 turn. And then he exchanges into Cooler, who just comes out the gate just crazy, right? So Ki +2 attack and defense 150%, damage reduction rate 20%, launches 2 additional attacks, each of which has a medium chance, 30% chance to become a super attack for 1 turn of the character entry turn, damage reduction rate 20%. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, attack and defense 200% for every character every super attack performed, attack and defense 30% within the turn. That's key, within that same turn. Then he gets 10% damage reduction. So you want to stack as much additional on this character as possible. Luckily, with the hit potential system, you automatically get 5. Every time the character performs 3 or more super attacks in battle, he launches a guaranteed super within that same turn, and he stacks attack and defense for 4 turns. Right there. Very good character. If we pull up, by the way, this is the barbershop, but if we pull up Wicked Bloodline, which is right here. And if we pull up this particular character, we can see all of the 200% teams that they are on, which should be quite a bit. I wonder if they're on LR Mega Shinron. Yeah, they are. Bro, could you imagine LR Mega Shinron's domain buffing this free-to-play character? Oh my gosh, bro. Wow, this guy could easy A next year. He already did. Slug is pretty dope. Oh my gosh, dude. This STR Final Form Cooler has not easy A yet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next up, we have the final Barbershop LR, and that is Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Broly. A what if Dokkan original character, the first quest mode LR we've ever received. Cannot wait for this character to get an easy A. But they can do a lot of damage and they have some defense, but this character is mainly just, you know, full raw attack. They raise defense, attack and defense for 1 turn on a 12 key, and then they do the same thing on their 18 key. So this is obviously the first one, so it's not as, you know, powerful as, you know, the Frieza Cooler and the Super Saiyan Bardock, but this is still a very good character to get in the Barbershop. Now, you can get these characters for free in quest mode and in the Barbershop. Now, we need to get to the final characters, and I'm not gonna do some kind of special cut up to where I can actually bring these characters out. I'm actually just going to go to them because these are brand new characters that we just received. Please tell me they're on Power Wishes, because there's no way they're not. All right. Wait, did I mention Demon King Piccolo earlier? I don't think I mentioned Demon King Piccolo in the free-to-play grind story mode. My memory is pretty good. I don't think I did. So Demon King Piccolo, string class allies attack and defense 50%, plus an additional attack and defense 10% for every character who belongs to demonic power. They receive an additional key +1 per key sphere. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm rushing. Extreme class allies get attack and defense 50% plus an additional attack and defense 10% for every character who belongs to demonic power. Attack and defense 100% per demonic power category ally or extreme class ally on a team. Attack and defense 20% up to 100%. When all allies attacking the same turn are on the demonic power category characters, or when all allies are extreme class characters, he guards all attacks. As the third attacker in a turn, he has a 50% chance to dodge, and when he does the standby into rejuvenation, he gets attack and defense 150%. Extreme class allies attacking. Look, just take my word for it. He's good. Bro, just take my word for it. As I'm capped out on talking. All right. Legion of Shadow Dragons from the Battlefield Barbershop. I don't have to tell you guys how strong this character is. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have realized it by now. Like, this is extremely nutty. Extremely nutty. Like, GT Boss has got the love and care it finally deserved. So obviously I had to put Legion of Shadow Dragons. This character is fresh on all of you guys' minds, so I really don't have to go into overboard explanation on that. I just had to put him in the video. I can't say top free-to-play characters, don't mention him. And the last one from the Battlefield Barbershop. Definitely. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do easy A. Definitely Bobby D and Deborah, especially for the Majin Buu saga, bro. They greatly raise defense for 1 turn. They lower attack and they seal super attacks. That is 100% seal, a 50% defensive raise, and a 20% attack debuff. And then on the 18 key, they greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage and lowers defense. And they have a 50% chance to stun the enemy. Stun, attack and defense up, and they lower defense for 40%, bro. Are you kidding me, dog? Look how big this passive is. They get key +8, attack and defense 188%. Majin power category allies 3 key and attack and defense 30% plus an additional attack and defense for characters who are also on the streaming class. Let me tell you why this sucks so bad, because they are not on Majin power. They're not on Majin power, but they do support Majin Power. Just throwing that out there is very dumb, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. 12 key or more, they got attacking defense 88%. When there's another Majin Buu category ally attacking the same turn, they launch an additional super attack when attacking with 22 or more key. This is unconditional Majin Buu Saga. This is not extreme or super class. Per Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking the same turn, 20% chance to dodge. When all allies attacking the same turn on Majin Buu Saga category characters, chance to evade enemy's attack 10%. So they're just giving out chances to dodge right there. When a target enemy is in the following status: attack down, defense down, stun, or sealed, which they do all four. Key +6, attacking defense 66%, and then they have a 70% chance to crit. This will be the end of the video right here. If I had to tell you which characters in the game are just the most broken, top 3, definitely LR Nova, definitely LR Zamasu Goku, and definitely Super Saiyan Bardock. I would have to mark as the best characters in the game. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. It's your boy Smooth. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Catch you next one. Peace.